Hello, students. Good morning to you, one and all. Today we are going to begin with the prose section, lesson number 3, The Call of the Soil, written by Venkateshwaram Iyer, that is Venkatayyer. But before we continue, we'll see the preface of the previous lesson, that is, On to the Summit We Reach the Top, written by Tenzing Norgay. In this lesson, we have seen the efforts and the struggle taken by the writer and his friend Edmund Hillary to reach the topmost peak of Mount Everest and fulfilled their mission. Numerous obstacles were there, but they overcome these obstacles and achieved success. Here also we are going to see the writer Venkat Iyer, how he left the professional job in the IT sector and turned back for farming in a small village called as Pet in Dahanu Taluka, Palghar district of Maharashtra. Before we begin, we'll see the introduction of the writer. Venkateshwaran Iyer, called as Venkat Iyer, born in 1966. Venkat Iyer is a science graduate and a certified project management professional. He last worked with IBM in Mumbai as a project manager for software implementation. After 17 years in IT industry, he quit in 2004 to live on his organic farm in Peth village in Dahanur Taluka, Palghar district, Maharashtra. In the first paragraph of the introduction, it shows that the writer has worked in the IT hub for near about 17 years and he gave up this luxurious life and turned back to a small village for farming, that is organic farming. For that also he has to take lot of efforts. Now in the second paragraph of his introduction, he has written a book. His book Move Over Microchip traces his transition from technie to farmer. This line tells us that he has changed his lifestyle from a technician to a farmer over a period of 15 to 17 years. He remained in the field of technology for 17 years, but now he has changed himself. It was not a career change but a lifestyle change I was looking for. He made it very clear that he wanted to change his lifestyle to become a farmer, that too a pure organic farmer, and wanted to motivate his farmer friends to join with him for organic farming. He says about his decision to shift to a quieter environment of a village. He insisted on practicing organic farming from the outset. He was resolute that is firm in spite of numerous challenges which he faced. Today, not only does he deliver lectures on organic farming but also has joined hands on organic farmers and enjoys working in the organic field to propagate organic farming to ensure that the land at least is not ravaged, that is destroyed, while they try to make a living out of agriculture. So, in these lines, the writer is making it very clear that he wanted to practice organic farming and he has taken the firm decision to go for organic farming. For that sake, he started delivering lectures about the importance of organic farming. Then he joined hands with the NGOs and promoted the people for organic farming and told the farmers the land is fertile, so we can go for organic farming and get the best output from it. Now we'll see paragraph wise. The Call of the Soil, written by Venkatayar. The first crop. The first crop, it was April 2004. I stood in the middle of the lush green field of moong, that is green gram, and looked around me. It was just before sunrise and the sky was turning a bright orange. The ground was damp and the leaves were shining with dew. My bare feet were muddy as I walked around, gingerly inspecting the plants. In the first paragraph, the writer describes that in his fields there is a plantation or the seeds of the moogs are being sown and they are being sprouted. And here the writer is making very clear that it was just before sunrise, the sky was turning bright orange early in the morn before the sunrise. And when he came there into the fields, the field is moist. And you know, in the morning, the grass or the leaves are covered with the dewdrops. And the writer is bare feet, means without chappal. That's why some mud is sticking to his foot and he is walking very cautiously, looking out for the newly sprouted mook seeds, and is very happy to see all this greenery around him. Around me were rows of chiku trees and below a dense foliage of mook. At this point, I could not have asked for anything more. The writer in these lines tells us that he was so happy that where he was standing there were plantation of chiku trees and below that there were leaves of the trees as well as the mook plants. So at that point I could not have asked for anything more. Means there was no such idea in his mind. Only he was thinking about the moong plants. The moong plants, not more than 2 feet tall, had green pods hanging out. The height of this moong plant is not more than 2 feet, and these plants are full of the green pods. त्याला आपण मराठीमध्ये म्हणूया की कोवळ्या शेंगा त्याला लागलेल्या होत्या. सो इट वॉज समथिंग डिफरंट टू द आईज ऑफ द रायटर. द पॉड्स वर नॉट येट राईप, मीन्स half green, and there was light fuzz growing on them. There was till some time before the harvest. I felt accelerated. Means the writer is very happy to see the plants bearing the seeds, and those are also half ripe, कच्च्या शेंगा म्हणू आपण त्याला, and still there is time to harvest. And that's why he is very happy for his first crop, which he has taken into his own field. I stood watching the sunrise above the towering trees across the fence and slowly made way back to the house. A white structure in the middle of this greenery. In this paragraph, the writer is telling that he is standing at certain location from where he can see the rising sun from the middle of the tall trees, and fence is also there. After seeing that, he is going back to his house, which is white in color, and around his house there is greenery everywhere. I could not believe, means the writer's eyes are telling him that what change has taken place, that he is not able to believe that I was the owner of this land and that I was looking at my first crop as a farmer. After the 17 years of service in IT sector, he has changed his plan to be a farmer, and this was all unbelievable that he has seen with he's seen by his eyes the drastic change that he was able to get the moog crop successfully. After I had paid the advance money for the land, I thought I would have some time to get familiar with farming. Means the land is being purchased and the writer has paid certain money for that, some money for that by the help of Muru Dada. But Muru Dada, the broker who got us the land, had other ideas. Muru Dada is one of the land broker. With the help of Muru Dada, they were able to purchase this land, and Muru Dada was expecting that they should make farming, but it should be a chemical farming. He was keen that we plant mook at once. I was not prepared for this. I was still reading books and trying to figure out what we could sow and how we should go about it. The writer again here is making clear that even though the mook crop is standing into the fields, still he was going through the books, making the research and finding a way how to make farming. Morudada was quite firm, अगदी निश्चय केलेले. He said the season was right for sowing moog and the best seeds were available in Surat in the adjacent state of Gujarat. So Muru Dada suggested them, advised them, go to the neighboring state and get the best quality seeds from the neighboring state Gujarat so that the yield of the crop will be high. I made a quick trip to Surat and bought around 10 kilograms of moong. Murudada rented his tractor to plow the land and quickly planted moong all over the place. So this is how, in this small paragraph, the writer brought 10 kilograms of moong, and by the help of Murudada's tractor, you know very well, we have to plow the land, harrow it, then cultivate with the help of the seed drill. We have to sow the seeds, and this is how the same process the writer has done and planted the seeds of the moog. A few days later, we were overjoyed to see the tiny green leaves. Means the seeds were sprouted, they came out of the soil, and the writer was with full joy and happiness. I had never seen moog growing before, and was thrilled at the sight, means was totally overjoyed by seeing the growth of the mug seeds into small plants. It was the same thrill I had felt as a young boy when I saw the first of the hibiscus I had planted bloom at the railway quarters in Ville Parle in Mumbai. I was grateful to have taken Moru's advice. The writer here is telling one of the incident when he was living in the railway quarters. That time he has planted the seed of the hibiscus plant.